Machine learning is a little bit of a buzzword. I mean, you pick your poison. It's AI, generative AI. And so it really wasn't about the tool that we would use to execute. It was the ability to make data work for us.
At VGM Insurance, we provide coverage for those providers that provide medical equipment for their patients. In doing so, we take applications in, and what we wanted to understand was the risk associated with the business interests of our customers.
We really wanted to take application data from our insureds and compare that to our claims data and say, well, what has the propensity for risk? What are the chances that a claim is going to occur? Because this was the first machine learning project, we really wanted some expertise that could train and help to augment the expertise that our staff has from a business standpoint.
We started this entire project with a hypothesis. If we looked at historical application data, both new applications and renewals for insurance policies, we would be able to identify some characteristics about these clients that helped us understand their claim risk.
Biggest challenge with this project was taking all of the files they had collected from their contracts and trying to match it up with their customer records. These were scanned in from faxes, from handwritten copies, collected over years, and were missing information and then therefore difficult to match back to the customer records. We made 7 models in total for this project on various different aspects of their data. There's only one model in production. It was a clear winner, but part of the experimentation process is coming up with those new hypotheses. You might prove your original hypothesis wrong, and that's okay.
We needed to pivot. We had an idea, technology-wise, solved it. Are we seeing things in the data? We weren't. We needed to change. There's constantly new clients coming into VGM. Your data set's just going to keep getting larger.
Ultimately, you're, getting a pulse read against how well that high-performing model is. So you're able to not only find metrics that you want to measure more thoroughly, but also eliminate the ones that are of no value to you. What you end up with is a model that is very precise, very simple, very clean, and easily understood.
And this is why we wanted to do this project, is because as humans, we make assumptions about things that maybe the data does not support.
It's probably one of the most successful IT projects that I've ever done, in that we were under budget, delivered more features than we expected with an advanced technology that just doesn't happen very often in IT as much as we'd like.
We found immediate impact. We found better tools for reading textual documentation. We were able to deploy those to the project, beating the estimates that SBR had already provided because the technology just lent itself to a higher performance.
For us, it's really about how can we support what our underwriting team is already doing to make their process more seamless.
One of these underwriters might be looking at a claim risk for one particular policy, but actually it might be educating them to think about other criteria in the future in general. Oh man, I'm constantly seeing this one criteria come up. It's something I really should be paying attention to that maybe I wasn't before.
It actually took a lot of the things that we worried about off the table. We could use these calculations or these data points against all customers, not just select customers, and then we can help guide them in areas that can help improve their own safety, their own business models, processes, because we're partners with them. What's one of the things we want to do is always be educating our customers.
I use SPR projects as an example so often in any of the projects that we're doing internally. Those projects just always seem to move so nicely, whether it's how we do the business requirements, how, our project managers work, our weekly updates, and just how do we truly work in an agile environment. And I think the partnership that we have with SPR, it just executes so well with that.
What we learned about SPR was they had really deep business acumen and understood the challenges. So they didn't have to be insurance experts, but they understood that in business, we have processes, we have customers, we have goals and deadlines, and they were able to work with us to facilitate the project, but at the same time, not interrupt our business. It was amazing.
That collaboration between the SPR team bringing ideas and the VGM team bringing their business knowledge is really where the success was, because it wasn't one-sided.
When I worked with SPR, it was as if we stood up the A team. And we have some very high performers at VGM Insurance. They come with a wealth of knowledge. They move fast. They understand their customers. SPR met us at that level. It was no surprise to me that the initial objectives were met in half the time on half the budget. We were able to look at what else can we do? What opportunities are there, because we're already moving at such a high rate that we can start to dream bigger. I've never been part of anything of this magnitude that delivers such value in such a short amount of time.